Let me hide myself in thee.
It was a stylish congregation. You could see they had been around, and they had the biggest pipe organ of any church in town. But over in the amen corner of that church sat Brother Eyre, and he insisted every Sunday on singing in the choir. His voice was cracked and broken. Age had touched his vocal cords, and nearly every Sunday he'd get behind and miss the words. Well, the choir got so flustered, the church was told and fined that Brother Eyre had to stop his singing, or the choir was going to resign. So the pastor appointed a committee, I think it was 3 or 4, and they got in their big fine car and drove up to Eyre's door. They found the choir's great trouble just sitting there in an old armchair. The summer's golden sunbeams lay upon his snow-white hair. Said York, "We're here, dear brother, with the vestry's approbation, to discuss a little matter that affects the congregation. Now it seems that your voice has interfered with the choir. So if you'll just lay out, or... Are you listening, Brother Eyre?" The old man raised his head, a sign that he did hear, and on his cheek the 3 men caught the glitter of a tear. His feeble hands pushed back the locks as white as silky snow, and he answered the committee in a voice both soft and low. "I wonder if beyond the tide that's breaking at my feet, in that far-off heavenly temple where my master and I shall meet, yes, I wonder if when I try to sing the songs of God up higher, I wonder if they'll kick me out up there for singing in heaven's choir." A silence filled the little room. The old man bowed his head. The committee went on back to town. The choir missed him for a little while, but he was soon forgotten. A few churchgoers watched the door, but the old man entered not. Far away his voice is sweet, and he sings his heart's desires, where there are no church committees and no fashionable choirs.
Let me hide myself in thee. Time, you were faithful, faithful to the end. Time, how I miss you. You were my best friend.
3 years of Army service were done now, and I was heading home at last. And I commenced to think about my dog and things long gone and past. I thought about how old Tige pulled me out of the creek when I had no pulse or breath left, and how he had saved me from the charging bull that gored my dad to death. As a little kid, I dreamed of bears and just trembled down to my toes. And then old Tige had come up to my bed and kind of nudged me with his nose. And then my fears would melt away, Tide'd lie down, and of course I'd drift on back to sleep without another sound. The big bus stopped and I got off. It's awful dark. The night was thick with fog. But then something gently nuzzled me, and there stood Tige, my dog. About then I just wondered if my faithful dog had met the bus every day and all the dreary winter nights since I'd been away. To have Tige meet me here like this, I was really glad, 'cause I hadn't really needed Tige so much since the day they buried Dad. Well, 2 long miles lay ahead of us, But what I didn't know was a giant dam was being built where the old road used to go. I thanked the Lord for sending Tige, and I just followed where he led, knowing well that without his help I'd be good as dead. Tige inched his way along this way and that, the going rough and slow, and I could even hear the water lapping at the ledges far below. About that time, through the mist, I saw a light, and there was Mom in her chair. And I reached down to pat old Tige, but he wasn't there. I'm really thankful, Mama, that you had old Tige these 3 lonely years. I owe my life to him tonight. I couldn't help my tears. You say you wrote me about the dam? Well, God was sure with us. I didn't get your letter, Mom, but old Tige met the bus. I hate to tell you, son, she said, but now you gotta know. When you left, it broke his heart. Tige died 3 years ago.